Hey, what's going on there, youth pastors? Paul Turner here from the discipleproject.net. And day 3 is in the books here at Camp Springville. Today I want to talk to you about managing expectations of spiritual growth in your students. Camp does a lot of heavy lifting for us. It exposes our kids to great preachers and messages and services. It also gives them a tremendous amount of community building time, and that helps us a lot. That's all jam-packed in 1 week. And for me, I have to look at not just the 1 week. This is 1 week of a whole year. And I think we know that the 1 week does not carry for the whole year, right? It doesn't. The energy, the mountaintop experiences don't carry through from an emotional level. Now, there are things that students will take away and you will take away from camp. They're significant. God can do significant things, deep work inside the hearts of students. But we have to manage expectations. And so my thought is that we have to look at incremental growth. You're not going to see, I don't know how many kids you bring to camp, right? So if you break it down to 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 students are going to have, maybe depending where they're at in their spiritual growth when they arrive at camp, may have significant spiritual growth. A kid who doesn't know Christ comes to Christ. That's pretty significant. That's significant growth right there. But a lot of what our students, if our students have been in our ministry for a while, they've come to camp, they know Christ. The challenge is then to look for incremental growth. And this is where I think youth pastors have to affirm that incremental growth. So I'll give you an example. I had a young man in one of our services. He's been with our youth group now for a year. And, I'd say he hasn't experienced what I would call significant growth. I would say that he has. I've been watching and kind of observing. And he got water on the ear. And during the service, something he's never done before, he says, would you pray for me? Because his ear was hurting him. And I said, sure, buddy, I'd be happy to pray for you. And I prayed for him, and his ear cleared up. Through natural process and through, I think, God doing, a little ear work on him. But what I told him then, I said, listen, buddy, I said, it takes tremendous amount of courage to ask for prayer. It takes courage to say, I can't do this. I can't handle this by myself. And so the moment for me is simply to affirm something that would not have happened, like I discussed in my other video. Something happened at camp that would have not happened anywhere else. And this moment where he says, hey, would you pray for me, wouldn't have happened at church or in youth group. It just wouldn't have. This moment gave me an opportunity to affirm him. And all through the week with all my students, there are some that had dealing with, some social anxieties. And I go to them and I say, hey, you are overcoming today. You are overcoming great challenges today. And what you're going through right now, you're going to look back over the week and say, hey, I did a thing. I endured. I conquered. I resisted. But you have to look for ways to affirm the incremental parts of their growth. Little things that may seem insignificant to them, but you're looking at the whole year and say, hey, how do I invest in my kids for the whole year? Affirm their incremental growth. So, but hey, listen, I want to thank you guys for watching, being a part today. If you're brand new to the channel, thank you for being here. I would love for you to be a subscriber. If you want more camp videos about, camp ideas and camp strategy and camp philosophy, there's plenty of videos right over here. And then also I have a resource down there. If you're looking for, I have a guide, and whether camp is coming up or camp is over, you can save this for next year. It is called the Youth Pastor's Guide to Building Successful Camps, and I have that down there as well. You can check that out. And be sure to click the thumbs up button. It tells me you like the video and you want more of them. But if you have questions, by the way, leave them down below. Be glad to share. But anyway, you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you next time.